Whatever you do, don't fall asleep.
Jedediah goes downstairs to talk to Horace. As he walks down, he thinks on how to ask without sounding crazy this time, stating,
Hey, do you remember how I got these cuts?
Horace looks up and responds,
In your sleep. You tore into your skin. We had to get you to the ER. We thought you were going to bleed out.
Jedediah asks,
When did this happen?
About a month before the day your mother died.
He then sits down and asks.
Speaking of which, did they catch the person?
Horace, confused, asks,
Person?
The person who murdered her.
She wasn't murdered. She committed suicide.
Jedediah is confused, saying out loud,
How? She didn't have a weapon in her hand.
You were about only 3, barely able to talk, though not for lack of trying. Tried speaking when you were only 2. Your mom said you got up the last Christmas we had under our old home, that you missed her.
He sighs, wiping his head, deciding to ask.
Hey, I don't remember asking. Hypnocell, what does it do?
Horace responds.
It's to help you sleep.
Horace, looking concerned, asks.
You've been taking it, right?
Jedediah just nods and says.
I have to find Malcolm.
He leaves as Horace, who picks up his iPhone, dials up a number, waits a minute, and speaks.
Dr. Campbell?
Hearing a response, he says,
It's my son. I'm worried about Jedediah. I think he's remembering how Maggie died. Yeah, he remembered she was murdered.
Continuing on, Jedediah makes it to Malcolm's and knocks on the door. It opens and is greeted by his girlfriend. 6 foot white and gray striped long sleeve night, red hair, light brown skin, black framed glasses, blue eyes, black jeans. Jedediah nods and says,
Hey Becky, is Malcolm here?
She was about to answer as Malcolm comes out. Jedediah then asks,
Malcolm, can we talk in private?
Hey babe, you mind if I talk to my coworker alone?
She nods and leaves the 2B, and Jedediah asks,
About the conversation we had the other day.
Dude, stop.
Just let me finish and I swear I'll never talk about it again.
Malcolm sighs and says,
Finish it, but I don't want to hear it again.
Jedediah nods, then continues.
So, the other day on Fulcrum Points on branch timelines where you said I remember things but no one else does, was there anything if I altered something only for it to happen anyways?
Jedediah, now focusing on his face, sees the confusion and says,
We've never had no time travel talk. I thought this was about you not having dreams since the cut on your wrist.
Jedediah looks at his wrist and says,
Right. The whole unless it affects my existence, everyone is altered. Okay. Is there anything on that?
Malcolm thinks on it.
Fixed events. Something about moments you can't change no matter what you do. Like in Doctor Who.
Jedediah thinks and says,
Come on, that's BS. Is there anything you might have on it?
Malcolm then says,
The library might have some books on theories. Maybe the computers, websites, but look, I have to go. I promised Becky I'd help with it.
He shuts the door and leaves Jedediah confused. He shrugs and walks off to the library, saying to himself,
What part caused this? Was it going back and hitting the table, the diary? Or was it trying to stop the car crash?
Jedediah then goes to the library, thinking of what crazy theories he will not understand, but deep in his thoughts he bumps into a 5-foot man, black Hair Caucasian skin, long sleeved white shirt, brown dress pants, black shiny shoes, blue and yellow striped tie. Jedediah, feeling weird, quickly helps pick up a pair of glasses he infers are the man's. Then a badge showing journalist Ezekiel Angelo handing his items. Jedediah quickly responds,
Sorry.
He then quickly walks off. He makes it to the library, going to the computer, typing in fixed events, reading multiple sites, all stating fixed events have to happen in order to keep the universe intact, and because time travel is all theoretical, no one knows if it is possible to change a fixed event. He sighs thinking about it.
Maybe I can go back and see details.
After a few more hours of not finding anything new, he goes home, heads upstairs. As he gets dressed for bed, he looks at the pills, thinking if they help with sleep, maybe they'll help him sleep longer, buying more time. He decides to take the pills and drifts off to sleep. Then in what's a cons, he wakes up the next day. He looks around confused and slowly getting more annoyed. Then it transitions to angry. He then gets up, grabs the pills, and reads what they do: dream suppression pills. He throws the pills down and screams that he punches the wall over and over until his knuckles bleed.